Hi fellow travelers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Patrick. It has been a few weeks since my last video. Apologies to anyone who might have waited for new content from me. Unfortunately, life got in the way and pulled me away from video making. But here I am again, and today I'm thrilled to take you to the fascinating Greek island of Rhodes, a perfect place to visit in September or October, or from late April to early July. Following the shocking wildfires on Rhodes in summer 2023, I decided to return and see how the island is coping a year later. Well, I'm happy to report that Rhodes is doing well. While some evidence of the fires is still obvious just south of Lindos in the villages of Pefkoi and Kyoutari, newly planted saplings line the roads of affected areas, and the island's main hubs are thriving. In this video, I'm taking you to Rhodes Old Town, Lindos, Butterfly Valley, ancient Kamiros, Seven Springs Valley, and of course, some of Rhodes' famous beaches. Go to the timestamps in the description and skip to the places that interest you most. Before we set off, if you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and share with your friends. Please also hit the subscribe button. It's free of charge, and it's a real encouragement to me. Thank you. As I'm just a visitor to Rhodes, do correct me if I get anything wrong in this video or comment about your experiences here. All feedback is welcome and appreciated. Rhodes, a sun-drenched island in the Aegean Sea, beckons travelers with its captivating blend of history, natural beauty, and vibrant culture. This island is a paradise for those seeking both relaxation and adventure. Known as the Pearl of the Aegean, Rhodes is the fourth largest Greek island and offers a captivating escape for visitors of all ages. Its stunning landscapes and rich heritage make it a must-visit destination. Young adventurers are drawn to its diverse attractions, from ancient ruins and pristine beaches to thrilling water sports and lively festivals. Families and solo travelers alike find endless opportunities for exploration and fun. Rhodes is steeped in history, having been ruled by various civilizations over the centuries. Each era left its mark, creating a unique mosaic of cultural heritage. This rich tapestry of influences is evident in its architecture, cuisine, and traditions. Whether you're a history buff, a beach bum, or an adrenaline junkie, Rhodes has something to offer everyone. The island's diverse experiences ensure that every visitor leaves with unforgettable memories. Rhodes Island has several towns and villages that are worth exploring, each offering its own unique charm, history, and cultural experiences. The capital is also called Rhodes, or Rhodos in Greek. It's the largest town on the island, and is a treasure trove of historical wonders. The old town of Rhodes is a labyrinth of narrow streets, courtyards, and squares standing within majestic city walls. The architecture is an eclectic mix of Gothic, Byzantine, and Ottoman. Walking through its streets feels like a journey through time, with medieval stone buildings, Byzantine churches, mosques, fountains, and shops. Outside the walls is the new town, which offers a more modern experience, with shopping, dining, entertainment options, and decent beaches. The town's history dates back to ancient times, with links to the ancient Greeks and Romans. But its most significant development came during the medieval period. Rhodes flourished under the rule of the Knights Hospitaller, also called the Knights of St. John. They transformed the town into a fortified stronghold, making it a key player in the Christian defense against the Ottoman Empire. During their reign, many of the town's iconic landmarks and the impressive walls were built. The Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is one of the best preserved medieval towns in Europe. Step inside the medieval walls and wander through cobbled streets lined with ancient buildings, each with its own tale to tell. Dominating the Old Town is the Palace of the Grand Master, one of the most iconic landmarks of Rhodes. This massive palace was the administrative center of the Knights of St. John. Today, it houses a museum with exhibits on the island's history and medieval artifacts. Close by is the Street of the Knights, a cobbled street lined with medieval inns that once housed the knights from the different countries of the Order of St. John. The medieval walls of the Old Town, with their towers, gates, and bastions, stretch for 4 kilometers and are a striking reminder of the town's defensive past. Rhodes fell to the Ottomans after a lengthy siege in 1522. Over time, the Ottomans introduced mosques, baths, and other buildings, adding a layer of Islamic architecture to the town's already diverse character. Hippocrates Square is the busy heart of the Old Town. The narrow lanes are a delight to wander round and seem more like a Turkish bazaar. And at the top end of town, the 500-year-old minaret of the Mosque of Suleiman stands as a symbol of the town's multicultural past. It is one of the oldest and largest mosques in Rhodes. Ottoman rule lasted until 1912, when the Italian occupation began. The Italians restored many of the medieval structures, and the city became a cultural hub once again. Until Italian rule ended in 1943, the Italians significantly modernized the city while preserving its medieval architecture. The Kahal Shalom synagogue dates from 1577 and stands in the Jewish quarter of the city, alongside a Jewish museum that tells the story of the Jewish people of Rhodes. Rhodes had a thriving Jewish community for over 2,300 years until, tragically, the majority were deported during World War II. Also in the Old Town is the Rhodes Archaeological Museum, housed in the former Hospital of the Knights. This museum offers a fascinating look at artifacts from ancient Rhodes, including Hellenistic sculptures, pottery, and medieval relics. Today, the Old Town is a lively area, with bustling markets, cafes, and restaurants that blend into the ancient surroundings. Visitors can shop for local handicrafts, explore quiet alleys, or relax in open-air cafes. Despite the modern influences, the Old Town retains its medieval charm, offering an immersive experience for history enthusiasts and casual visitors alike. As you exit the Old Town through the Eleftherios Gate, you'll find yourself very close to Mandraki Harbour. The two areas are connected by a lively waterfront promenade, offering picturesque views of the harbour, the medieval fortifications, and the modern marina brimming with yachts. It's a great place to explore after visiting the Old Town, or before embarking on a boat tour. Mandraki Harbour served as the main port of ancient Rhodes. It was a bustling commercial hub during antiquity, where ships from across the Mediterranean would dock for trade. According to legend, this was also the site where the famous Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, once stood. During the medieval period, under the rule of the Knights of St. John, Mandraki became a fortified harbour. The Knights used it as a base for their fleet, and the entrance to the harbour was protected by defensive towers and a chain that was raised to block enemy ships. On the northern pier of the harbour, St. Nicholas Fortress was built by the Knights in the 15th century to defend the harbour from Ottoman attacks. Its circular shape and strong walls made it a critical defensive structure, and today it stands as a striking historical monument. At the entrance to the harbour stand 2 stone columns topped with bronze statues of a deer and a doe, known as Elephos and Elephina. These deer are now iconic symbols of Rhodes, and are believed to represent the island's protection from invaders. Some legends suggest they mark the spot where the feet of the Colossus of Rhodes once stood. Along Mandraki Harbour's pier, you'll find 3 medieval windmills that have been well preserved and add to the picturesque charm of the area. Today, the harbour has a vibrant waterfront, lined with cafes, restaurants, and shops, making it a lively area for dining, shopping, and people-watching. The blend of modern amenities with historical landmarks creates a unique atmosphere where you can enjoy a coffee with a view of ancient fortifications. Just beside Mandraki is the Nea Agora, or New Market, a stunning structure built during the Italian occupation of Rhodes. It features an open-air courtyard surrounded by arcades filled with shops selling everything from souvenirs to local produce and seafood. Close by, the impressive Evangelismos Church was built during the Italian era in the medieval style of the Knights. It features stunning frescoes and mosaics, and its bell tower is a striking landmark visible from the harbour. Lindos is one of the island's most picturesque and historically significant towns. Located on the eastern coast of Rhodes, it is known for its whitewashed buildings, stunning beaches, and ancient ruins. Lindos can get very crowded in July and August, but September is a great time to visit, especially as the searing heat will have now given way to more comfortable temperatures. The Acropolis of Lindos is the village's most iconic landmark, perched on a hilltop overlooking the sea. Dating back to ancient Greek times, it houses a mix of ruins from different eras, including the Temple of Athena Lindia, a 4th century BC sanctuary dedicated to the goddess Athena. The Stoa, a grand structure with columns from the 3rd century BC, a medieval castle built by the Knights of St. John in the 14th century, which added to the Acropolis's fortifications. The view from the top is breathtaking, offering panoramic vistas of Lindos Bay and the surrounding coastline. Near the Acropolis, you can find ancient rock-cut tombs from the Hellenistic period. These tombs were carved into the hillside and offer an interesting glimpse into the burial practices of ancient Lindos. One unique experience in Lindos is to take a donkey ride up to the Acropolis, a tradition practiced for generations. Alternatively, if you're up for a bit of exercise, you can walk up the path yourself, which offers great views of the village and sea below. Lindos village is a maze of narrow, cobbled streets, lined with whitewashed houses and colourful doorways. The village has preserved its traditional charm with strict architectural regulations that maintain its historical character. Along the way, you'll find small boutiques selling local crafts, jewelry, and handmade souvenirs, as well as charming cafes and rooftop restaurants offering beautiful views of the Acropolis and the sea. The Church of the Panahia, or Virgin Mary, is located in the heart of Lindos village. Its tall bell tower is a prominent feature in the village's skyline, and you won't regret taking a peek inside. Built in the 14th century, this Greek Orthodox church is famous for its intricate frescoes that adorn its interior, depicting biblical scenes and saints. Lindos is also famous for its rooftop restaurants, where you can dine while enjoying views of the Acropolis and the Aegean Sea. Many of these restaurants offer traditional Greek cuisine, fresh seafood, and locally produced wines. Dining at sunset is particularly magical, as the Acropolis is lit up and the views become even more breathtaking. While Lindos is more laid back than the bustling areas of Rhodes Town, it still offers a vibrant nightlife. You can enjoy cocktails at rooftop bars, listen to live Greek music, or visit the village's low-key nightclubs. The atmosphere is relaxed and friendly, with a good mix of tourists and locals. Wandering the streets of Lindos at night is a completely different experience. The village is beautifully illuminated, with the Acropolis lit up in the background. Now the peak season crowds have gone. In September and October, the atmospheric streets offer a more peaceful side of Lindos, and it's a great time to explore the village's nooks and crannies. Lindos is blessed with stunning beaches, perfect for swimming, sunbathing, and water activities. Lindos main beach, Magali Paralia, is a wide, sandy beach with calm, clear waters, ideal for families. It's well organized with sunbeds, umbrellas, and tavernas nearby. Just south of Lindos is the scenic St. Paul's Bay, a hidden gem with crystal-clear turquoise waters. The beach is divided into two areas, one organized with sunbeds and a more secluded spot for those seeking tranquility. Then there's Palace Beach, smaller and more intimate than the main beach, which offers a relaxed atmosphere with a few beach bars and tavernas. From Lindos Beach or St. Paul's Bay, you can embark on a variety of boat trips. These range from short cruises along the coastline to snorkeling excursions, or even a day trip to nearby islands. A boat trip is a relaxing way to experience the beauty of the sea and explore hidden coves. Kamiros is one of the most important archaeological sites on Rhodes, offering a fascinating glimpse into the ancient past. Located on the northwest coast of the island, Kamiros was one of the three ancient cities of Rhodes, alongside Lindos and Ialissos. It was abandoned after earthquakes in the 3rd and 2nd centuries AD. Kamiros is often referred to as the Pompeii of Greece because it offers a well-preserved example of an ancient Hellenistic city. The site is spread across 3 levels on a hillside, showcasing the urban planning typical of the period. The upper terrace has remains of the city's Acropolis. Though not much of the temple remains, the hilltop offers a sweeping panorama of the Aegean Sea and the surrounding countryside. On the middle terrace below, you'll see the remains of the residential area, with stone foundations of houses and streets laid out in a grid pattern. The city's advanced layout, complete with drainage systems, gives a fascinating insight into life at the time. The lower terrace housed public buildings, including a marketplace, fountain house, and sanctuaries. One of Kamiros's most fascinating features is its sophisticated water supply system. The ancient Greeks built an aqueduct and a large underground cistern to collect rainwater, ensuring the city had a stable water supply. The cistern's remains are still visible today. The agora, or marketplace, in the lower city was the center of public life in Kamiros. As you walk through the ruins, you can imagine the bustling city life. The agora's layout and surviving columns give a sense of the grandeur that once characterized this space. As the ancient city was built on a hillside, the location offers stunning views of the Aegean Sea and the surrounding landscape. The peaceful setting makes Kamiros an ideal place for a quiet exploration of history, while also enjoying nature. After exploring the ruins, you can head to one of the nearby beaches along the western coast of Rhodes. The coast near Kamiros is less developed than other parts of the island, making it a great place for a quiet swim and some relaxation by the sea. Just a short drive from ancient Kamiros is Kamiros Skala, a small fishing port. This is a great place to stop for lunch, where you can enjoy fresh seafood at one of the local tavernas. From here, you can also catch a boat to the nearby islands of Halki or Alimia if you're interested in further island exploration. Rhodes boasts an array of stunning beaches, each with its unique charm. Faliraki Beach, located on the northeastern coast of Rhodes, is one of the most popular and well-known beaches on the island. It's famous for its long stretch of golden sand, crystal-clear waters, and a wide range of activities that cater to different types of travelers, from families to those seeking a vibrant nightlife scene. The beach stretches for over 5 kilometers, making it one of the longest beaches on the island. Its size allows it to offer a mix of busy, lively areas and quieter spots for those looking to relax. Faliraki Beach has a lively, festive atmosphere, but it can get crowded in the high season. Having said that, there are also quieter sections of the beach, particularly towards the northern and southern ends, where you can find a more relaxed atmosphere and fewer crowds. For adventure lovers, Faliraki is also a hub for water sports, with activities such as jet skiing, parasailing, banana boats, windsurfing, and water skiing. There are several family-friendly resorts and restaurants in the area, as well as plenty of activities for children, including one of Europe's largest water parks just a short distance from the beach, offering a wide range of slides, pools, and activities for all ages. All along the beach and in the surrounding area are a wide selection of tavernas, international restaurants, and casual beachside cafes offering fare for all budgets. Faliraki is also known for its vibrant nightlife, especially in the summer months. The beachfront has plenty of beach bars and nightclubs, where you can sip cocktails and dance late into the night, while Faliraki town, just a short walk from the beach, is filled with bars, clubs, and tavernas, making it a hotspot for younger travelers looking to enjoy the party scene. Butterfly Valley, known as Petalaudes Valley, is one of the most beautiful and unique natural attractions on the island of Rhodes. Located about 25 kilometers from Rhodes Town, near the village of Theologos, the valley is famous for being home to thousands of butterflies, which fill the area during the summer months. It offers visitors a peaceful retreat into nature, with lush greenery, streams, and scenic walking paths. The main attraction of Butterfly Valley is the large population of Jersey tiger moths that arrive in the valley between June and September. The butterflies are drawn to the resin of the oriental sweet gum trees that grow abundantly in the valley. The sight of thousands of these butterflies clinging to the trees and rocks with their striking orange and black wings is a spectacular natural phenomenon. During the day, the butterflies stay still, blending into the background, but when disturbed, they take flight, revealing their vivid colors. Visitors should avoid clapping or disturbing the butterflies, as they are in a fragile state during the summer months, and it could harm their survival. The walk through the valley can take 1 to 2 hours, depending on how much you explore, so I recommend comfortable walking shoes and bringing water with you. Butterfly Valley is crisscrossed with walking paths that follow the streams and lead visitors through the lush shaded forest. The trails are well maintained, with wooden bridges, stairways, and rest areas along the way, making it a pleasant experience for both casual walkers and more adventurous hikers. The sound of flowing water from the small streams and waterfalls, along with the tranquility of the forest, creates a peaceful atmosphere as you explore the valley. The best time to visit Butterfly Valley is between June and September, when the butterflies are present in large numbers. And to avoid the crowds and heat, I suggest early morning or late afternoon. A hike to the top of Butterfly Valley will bring you to the historical Kalopetra Monastery. Built in 1784 by Prince Alexandros Ypsilantis, the monastery is a small but serene spot that offers breathtaking views of the valley and surrounding hills. It's a peaceful place to rest after the hike up and take in the natural beauty of the area. Prasonisi Beach, located at the southernmost tip of Rhodes, is a unique and stunning destination known for its natural beauty and appeal to water sports enthusiasts. This beach is famous for its distinctive landscape, where the windy Aegean Sea and the calmer Mediterranean Sea meet, creating a fascinating phenomenon that changes with the seasons. Depending on the weather and the tides, the beach forms a sandbar that connects the mainland of Rhodes to the islet of Prasonisi. At high tide, the sandbar may be submerged, turning Prasonisi into an island, while at low tide, the sandbar emerges, creating 2 distinct beaches on either side. The Aegean side is windier, with bigger waves, while the Mediterranean side is usually calmer, making it an ideal spot for various activities. Prasonisi Beach is a mecca for windsurfing and kitesurfing enthusiasts. There are several windsurfing and kitesurfing schools and rental shops. The windy Aegean side is ideal for adrenaline seekers, while the calmer Mediterranean side is perfect for beginners learning to surf or simply enjoying a relaxing day on the water. The backdrop of the Prasonisi islet, with its rocky terrain and lighthouse at the top, adds to the area's wild and natural beauty. You can also hike up to the Prasonisi lighthouse for incredible views of the surrounding area and the vast expanse of sea. Seven Springs Valley, also known as Eptar Peges, is a lush and serene nature spot, offering a peaceful escape from the island's more crowded tourist areas. Located about 30 kilometers from Rhodes Town, near the village of Columbia, this area is known for its beautiful natural scenery, fresh springs, and shaded forest paths. It's a great destination for nature lovers, families, and anyone looking for a tranquil outing surrounded by greenery. The highlight of the area is the 7 freshwater springs that flow year-round, forming a small stream that leads into a lake. Visitors can walk along the streams and enjoy the sight of the crystal-clear water as it flows through the wooded valley. The area itself has a calming, refreshing ambience, enhanced by the sound of running water and the shade provided by the tall trees. One unique and fun experience at Seven Springs is walking through the narrow, dark water tunnel, about 186 meters long, built to channel the spring water into the nearby lake. Visitors can carefully wade through the shallow water, which flows through the tunnel, though it's recommended to bring a torch or use your phone for light, as it's very dark inside. The tunnel leads to an artificial lake surrounded by trees and offers a beautiful, tranquil spot to relax, enjoy a picnic, or feed the ducks and geese that often roam the area. Seven Springs Valley is an excellent place for hiking and nature walks, with several well-marked trails weaving through the pine and plane trees. The area's cool shade and natural beauty make it a perfect location for a leisurely stroll or more adventurous hike. Not far from Seven Springs Valley and the village of Kalopetra is Tsambika Beach, one of the most beautiful and popular beaches on the island of Rhodes. Tsambika is known for its stunning golden sand, crystal-clear waters, and scenic surroundings. The beach offers a perfect combination of natural beauty, relaxation, and activities for families and visitors of all ages. The 800 meters long stretch of sandy beach provides plenty of space for sunbathing and enjoying the peaceful surroundings. The water is calm and deepens gradually, making it safe for children and non-swimmers. The clarity of the sea makes it a great spot for snorkeling. The beach is well organized with sunbeds and umbrellas for rent, as well as the usual water sports offerings. Despite its popularity, the beach is spacious, so even during peak season, it rarely feels overcrowded. There are showers, changing rooms, and beachside tavernas and bars where you can grab a snack, lunch, or refreshments. Unlike some of the busier beaches on Rhodes, Tsambika retains a more laid-back and natural feel. The beach is framed by rolling hills, rugged cliffs, and the striking Mount Tsambika, adding to its picturesque beauty. For those of you who prefer some exercise rather than lazing on the sand, consider visiting the Kamiros Monastery for a breathtaking view. It's located at the top of a steep hill overlooking the beach, and it's a popular pilgrimage site for locals who believe in its power to help with fertility. Climbing the 300 steps to reach the monastery can be challenging, but the stunning views of Tsambika Beach and the surrounding coastline below make it well worth the effort. There's not much more I can add about the accommodation, transport, and the local food scene that hasn't already been said in hundreds of other videos and reviews about wonderful Rhodes. What I will say is, be mindful of tourist traps. Avoid overpriced restaurants and souvenir shops in crowded tourist areas. Instead, venture off the beaten path and explore local markets and family-run businesses. Eating out can be affordable, especially if you opt for local tavernas and avoid tourist traps. Be wary of street vendors selling fake goods or offering overpriced tours. Research and book your tours and activities in advance from reputable providers. The budget-conscious should consider visiting during the shoulder seasons, like spring and autumn, when prices are lower, crowds are smaller, and the temperature is more pleasant, even if the weather isn't quite as dependable as in July and August. By being an informed and discerning traveler, you can ensure an authentic and rewarding experience in Rhodes. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed my take on Rhodes Island. Whether you're seeking history, adventure, relaxation, or a taste of the Mediterranean lifestyle, this enchanting island really does offer an unforgettable travel experience. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a like, share it with your friends, and hit the subscribe button. It costs nothing, but is a great encouragement to me. And set the bell notifications so as not to miss further episodes from me at Voyage Voyager. Until the next video, happy travels.